guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So hey, here we are in part 2. So if you haven't watched part 1, then please do watch part 1 because it'll make a lot of sense because it's like a continuation of that video. I split them up into 2 because it was getting really long. So yeah, watch part 1 first if you haven't, but if you have, then hey, what's up? This is part 2 as promised. And so in today's video, we're going to be talking about my weight loss and gain journey from freshman year of college to now. So when I was 18 to now, I'm 22 now. And so yeah, we're going to talk about it. So let's get into it. So like I was saying, I had lost a bunch of weight in 12th grade, senior year of high school. And so when I was 18, I started college. And I was so thin, and I'm not gonna lie, I thought I was really cute in freshman year of college. Like I really liked myself. I really liked myself. And yeah, it was a great time. Like I was not skinny, because like I said in my last video, I've never a day in my life been skinny, but I was happy with myself. Like I was curvy, I was thick, you know, I was all that. So I was just so happy. Like my stomach was flatter, and I was just feeling real good about myself. So that was freshman year of college. Like I was doing good. The summer before I left for college, I actually started working out. And so not like working out, but I started running on the treadmill and stuff. So that got me a little bit more toned and all that. So yeah, it was good. It was a real good time. And then, but you know, good times don't last forever. So what happened then was, you know how they say like freshman 15? Well, and you're like, that's not gonna happen to me. But when you're me, that does happen to you. So girl, I gained like legit 15 pounds. If not 20, 15. I don't think I gained 20 pounds. No, I didn't gain 20 pounds, but I gained like a good 10 to 15 pounds by the time I left freshman year of college, by the time I was done with my freshman year. And yeah, let me tell you how this happened. How this happened is I started eating a lot again. Like again, I started eating a lot. It's like you would think you learned your lesson, but no, I didn't, and I still haven't. So we'll get to that in a second. But yeah, so I started eating a lot. Like, you know, I went to the dining hall, I would eat a bunch. And my thing is, my like weak spot is anything that has chocolate in it. Like I'm not kidding you. People say like, oh yeah, I love chocolate so much, I love sweets so much, I have a sweet tooth, you know. No, honestly, until you've met me, like, I have the biggest sweet tooth like known to the human race. Like no lie, nothing. I just love sweet stuff like cake, brownies, cookies, all of that, candy, everything. And so yeah, I would just eat like a shit ton of like the German chocolate cake they had at the dining hall, the brownies, you know, the this and that. And yeah, it was bad. Like by the time I finished my freshman year, I was a good 10 to 15 pounds heavier. And it's funny because when my parents came to pick me up to move my stuff out of my dorm for when I was about to leave, my mom like literally, like she told me this later. She didn't say this to my face at the moment. She told me this later. She was like, I looked at you and you look so fat. And I was like, what the hell? She's not lying. She's not lying. Like I really look fat as hell. And not as fat as I was in 10th and 11th grade, like I talked about in my other video. Not as fat as that, okay? Like I'm being a little extra right now, but not as bad as that. But I had gained weight and it was looking off. And so let's move into summer after freshman year. So summer after freshman year, I worked out so much, you guys. Like I worked out so much. It's crazy. It's crazy how much I worked out. So me and my 2 friends, we would go to the gym every single day of summer vacation. Like not like the weekends maybe, or like not on Sundays, but every single day we would go to the gym and we would work out. Like it wasn't like a little 20-minute treadmill workout. No, like we worked out. We did like leg day, arm day, abs day, back, and all the works, okay? And so at the end of that summer, I was so thin, like not skinny, like thin. Like I was curvy and thick, and it looked good in all the right places, and I was like, okay, I can get down with this. And I was back to feeling good, but better than I did after I lost weight in 12th grade, because I was fit at this point and I had muscle. My thighs, you wouldn't believe, like they were so muscular and they look good. So then I entered sophomore year of college, and I entered it looking good, like looking right, and it was good. I felt really confident about myself, and it was just, yeah, it was really good. But then what happened to me again? What happens again? What freaking happens again? I gained weight again. It is like a never-ending cycle with me. And we'll talk about like the summary and the end of how I feel about that. But yeah, it's like a never-ending cycle. What happened to me after I started sophomore year? I started gaining weight again. And it wasn't like I gained 10 to 15 pounds again. No, it wasn't like hella weight like that. I did gain some weight though, because I started seeing my stomach coming back. I've never in my life had a fat stomach. Like don't even get me twisted. Like I never in my life have had a flat stomach. But when I did lose weight and work out, my stomach got like thinner, flatter, but it was never in my life flat. So don't get me twisted. Like it wasn't like I have a flat stomach. I really wish, but I never had one. But yeah, so my stomach sophomore year, by the end of sophomore year, it got bigger, and then my hips were getting bigger. That's what happens to me first. Like my first target areas when I start gaining weight are my hips and my stomach. And yeah, I don't really mind if I gain weight in my thighs, because I really don't care, but that's not what happens. It's just my hips and my thighs and everything. And so yeah, by the end of sophomore year, I was looking a little off. But so then comes junior year of college, and that's when, girl, I started working out again. Like working out. And this time it wasn't just during the summer, it was into my junior year. So I would work out during school, like during when I had school, and I was dedicated, you guys. Like I was dedicated. I would go to the gym in between classes or after class at night and stuff, but I wouldn't miss a day. I don't think I would go on Sundays, but every other day besides that I would go. And so I was working out a lot. And as far as my diet, I wasn't eating like as much as I do now, or as much as I did when I gained a lot of weight, but I wasn't eating like perfectly either. So it just showed me that I could get a little bit of leeway with what I was eating if I worked out a lot, and so it balanced each other out. So yeah, I would work out a lot. And then so my spring quarter of junior year, I went to Washington DC for a program there, and so I went to DC in March, and I was there until June. And so when I went to DC, so in March, I was the fittest I've ever been in my life. No lie, like I was the fittest I've ever been in my life. I was, I was like curvy, like my stomach was the flattest it's ever been in my whole entire life. That was the time when I was just like looking the best I ever had, in my opinion. So I went to DC looking like really good, but what happens again? You already know, I started eating a lot. I started eating so much in DC, and everybody who's with me in DC can attest to this, because even though they might not want to admit it, I was eating so much in DC. And it wasn't even like just the food. Like I said before, I have a huge sweet tooth. Me and my housemate Vernisa, we would eat cupcakes like all the time. We would go eat cupcakes like every single, okay, not every single day, but like 3 times a week. We'd like walk over to Georgetown and then go get cupcakes and come back, and I ate more cupcakes than she did, because then I would go with my other friend Sandra. I would go with her on Thursdays, because that's when we didn't have work, so we would walk over to Georgetown and get more cupcakes. So I had hella cupcakes, you guys. And yeah, it wasn't just the cupcakes, but it was like cake and all this other shit. And then I was trying my best to work out in DC, because the apartment building I lived in, like the center I lived in, it had like a little room where there was a treadmill and like weights and stuff. And honestly, the treadmill was good enough for me at the time, because if it wasn't too serious, like that could get me by. And in the beginning, I used to go to the gym room and work out and stuff, and like run on the treadmill, and so that was good. But by the end of my time there, I'd stopped going, and yeah, so that was bad. So I didn't have that balance anymore. It was just kind of like you know. And so that was all bad. And then yeah, so by the time I came back home from DC, so I came back to California, and so that was in June, I had gained a little bit of weight. Not like a lot. It wasn't nothing crazy, okay? It wasn't 10 pounds, or even, it wasn't even like 9 or 8 pounds. It was like I gained a little weight, but it's not so much, it's not always about the number on the scale. It's about the way you feel and look. So that's important to realize. Like, it's not about the number on the scale. It's about how you feel and look. So by the time I left DC, I wasn't feeling good. Like, I could see, like, when I don't think it was visible to people looking at me, but to me, I could tell, because you know your body the best. Nobody else knows your body as much as you do. So I could start to feel myself getting bigger, and it just wasn't a good feeling. And then I came home, and that summer, like, I would work out and stuff, but not nearly as much as I worked out that the year, like, I was in my junior year of college. Like, I haven't worked out that much since then, and that's bad. But yeah, so I worked out a little bit during the summer after I came back. So the summer before my senior year of college, I worked out a little bit here and there, but this is where I messed up. Okay, this is where I messed up, and this is where I'm still messing up. So this is like senior year of college to present. So this is like real recent stuff. So what happens to me my senior year of college is that I go into my senior year of college like looking good. I was looking good. Nothing was like too bad. The little bit of weight, or just the feeling I had of not feeling good, I kind of like made that go away from working out a little bit over the summer, so it was okay. And so I entered my senior year of college feeling good about myself, like feeling okay and everything. But it was kind of like into the year, so by December of my senior year in college, I started to feel like not good anymore, because I started eating a lot. Senior year of college until now, until present, I've started eating so much, you guys. Like, I eat so much, and at first it was hard to admit, because I was kind of in denial, like, no, I'm not eating that much. I'm not eating that much. But now I'm at a point where I'm like not trying to play myself, and I'm like, yeah, you are. Like, you are eating a lot, and I still am, okay, believe it or not. And so, yeah, so slowly but surely, I started eating like more and more and more, and it started like showing up on my body. So December of my senior year of college, I was looking okay on the outside, but feeling wise, I wasn't feeling good at all. I felt like uncomfortable. I was like a little bit self-conscious, you know, here and there. And then so as the year progressed on and on and on and on, I actually started gaining more weight on the scale too, and I started feeling really uncomfortable about myself. But the food was just so good, and it's still so good, that I couldn't stop eating it, and I still can't stop eating it. Like the sweets, the cookies, the brownies, the cake, and the food, you know, eating just a bunch, right? And so yeah, like from December to now, it's just like I gained a lot of weight. And so I finished off, so when I graduated, so I graduated in June, I was feeling like bigger than I typically like to be. And I was like, okay, I see this, you know, I see this. But so where it gets bad is from me graduating in June till now, so it's February now. So it's been over 6 months, and I've gained 15 pounds. Like, legit, I've gained 15 pounds. 15 pounds. Yeah, and that's a lot. That, like, I'm not gonna lie and be like, oh, whatever. No, that's a lot. Like, that's a lot. And so, and my body looks different. I'm not gonna lie, like, my body looks really different now than it did just a year ago. Just from a year ago to now, my body looks really different. My hips are significantly bigger. My stomach is bigger. Like, that sucks to say out loud, but it is. And my thighs, like I said, I really don't care, because it's whatever. But my arms are bigger. My arms are like significantly bigger, and that's what makes me feel the most uncomfortable, because I hate having big arms, because I've always had big arms. And even when I lose weight and I'm at a good weight, my arms are still bigger, but it's like I'm okay with it, you know? But yeah, my arms are bigger now, and it's kind of, it's not embarrassing, you know? But I feel I feel like disappointed in myself that I let it get so far, because every day I'm like, okay, I'll fix my diet, I'll fix my diet, I'll fix, you know, I'll go to the gym today, this and that. But it's like I don't do it because I've like lost the willpower to fix my body. And it's crazy. But here's the most important part of this video and of this whole like timeline, like part 1 and part 2. Here's the most important part. Like, I've gained 15 pounds, like I just told you guys, right? And I'm bigger than I like being. But here's the difference between me gaining weight now and me gaining weight in high school when I was in 10th and 11th grade. Like, now, me gaining weight now, I don't hate myself. I don't hate myself. I don't hate my body. I do want to change my body, but I don't hate my body. And I don't hate myself for it. You know what I mean? And that's the difference between now and then. And that's a really key difference. And it's an important difference to make because, you know, in life, you're not always going to stay the same. Like, yeah, there are some people who are going to stay the same weight forever and ever and ever. But if you're like me, like, and if you're watching this video for a reason, right? And so nothing's gonna stay the same. You're gonna gain a little weight, you're gonna lose a little weight. And yeah, it's good to keep balance. I'm not telling you to be like me and like gain weight as soon as you lose weight and all that. But life is life and it's changing, it's moving in motions, you know? So it's important to realize, like, be self-aware about yourself and who you are on the inside, because that's the difference. The big difference between me now and me then is who I am on the inside. It's not what I look like on the outside. That's not the difference. The difference is what I feel in the inside and how much respect I have for myself on the inside. And that alone has made a world of difference for like my mental health, for me, like my self-confidence and everything. Because yeah, now I've gained 15 pounds, but I have no shame in my game. Like, none. I'm not embarrassed of who I am or what I look like. No, I have no shame in my game. Yeah, I know I should lose a little weight because it's not just the weight, it's just not the number. But I mean, yeah, I should like go to the gym and exercise on a regular basis, and I need to stop eating so much sweets because it's not healthy for me. Like, I'm not healthy, like as healthy as I should be. Like, I'm not unhealthy either, but I'm not setting myself up to be healthy like in the coming years. And I don't want to develop any problems with my body and like, you know, have just like, I don't want any health issues. And that's where I'm leading to. Like, if I keep doing this for the next couple years, I will have health issues because of it. And that's the thing that makes me want to change. I don't want to change because I'm like, oh my God, I'm ugly. You know, like I was in 10th and 11th grade. That's not it. Back then, it was like, oh my God, I'm ugly as hell and I'm fat as shit. That's what it was back then. And yeah, I laugh now, but it's like I've made peace with that. But at this point in my life, it's not that, oh my God, I hate myself, so I need to change. No, at this point, I'm like, dude, you need to kind of cut down on the sweets, because I'm telling you guys, like, I eat a lot of sugar in a day currently, and for the past like couple months, I eat a lot of sugar in a day, and it's just not good for me. It's not good for my body. And yeah, I'm gonna gain weight, but I'm also making my body unhealthy, and that's what I don't want. I don't want to develop problems, like I said. But like I said, I'm not embarrassed of myself. I don't hate myself. I have no shame in my game. The little bit of shame I have is that I'm not giving my body the right stuff, and I kind of feel like lethargic sometimes, and day to day I feel like a little down because I'm just not eating the right foods to like give my energy like boosted and stuff. So that's something I realize, and that's something I plan to change. And in the near future, and you know, hopefully maybe after filming this video, like I'll get a little bit more inspiration and motivation to start eating healthier foods and to start working out again on a regular basis, because that's just good for you. Hopefully I'll start doing that soon. And yeah, I do want to start doing that soon so that I can just be healthy, you know, be healthy, and then the weight will shed itself. Once you start doing healthier things in your life, the weight will shed and you'll just feel all around good about yourself. And that's what I need to start doing, and I will. But so we're reaching the end of the video, and so the main message, like I keep saying, I keep reiterating, is that it comes from self-awareness. So it comes from self-love, awareness and love for yourself. And that sounds so corny and cheesy, but I'm telling you, that's like that's like the money. Like, that's the winning factor. That's how you win with yourself, is if you really start to love yourself and who you are on the inside, and not everything is about what you look like on the outside, because none of that's gonna matter if your inside isn't like at peace with itself, you know? No, I'm not saying you're not gonna have a bad day, you know? Sometimes I have bad days and I'm like, oh God, you know? But it's temporary, you know? It's not something that lasts forever anymore. And I would never do something to hurt myself like I tried to do in 10th and 11th grade, you know? So yeah, I just want to really end the video with saying that if you're watching this and you're in a position where you're like, I freaking hate myself and I hate the way I look, if you're using the words hate, then please, like, it's not, you're not gonna change after watching this video. Like, this video isn't gonna, like, you're not gonna like click out this video and be like, okay, I love myself, what now? It's not gonna happen, and that's like unrealistic. But hopefully after you watch this video, I hope that something like sparks up inside, you know? Sometimes it takes little things like a video or something you see or something somebody says to spark a change. So I just hope after you watch this video that if you're in that place where you don't like yourself, that you will, don't harm yourself, don't do things that are gonna be bad for you, and start the journey of self-awareness, self-love, and self-appreciation. Start that journey. However long it's gonna take, it could take years like it did for me, years. But maybe start, you know, like actively and consciously think, like, I'm gonna start this journey and I'm gonna learn how to be one with myself. And this learning is gonna come from you. It's gonna come from you, and yeah, it'll come from interactions you have with people or things, you know, but it's gonna stem from you and what's inside of you. So that's a big takeaway from this storyline of me like gaining and losing weight. It's that it's not a perfect story, because I'm not ending this video saying that, yeah, I've lost weight and I'm at the best weight I can possibly be. I really wish that's what I could be saying. But the fact that that's not the case should tell you something. Should tell you that it's okay to not be perfect, you know? It's okay not to look like the way you want to look like. But what's important is to realize what you want and work towards that. And yeah, just always love yourself, okay? Just like love yourself and love who you are. It's really important. It's really important, and not only in making you feel better about the way you look and about the way you feel, it's just like in all aspects of your life, having that love for yourself will help you in so many situations in your life. It will help you overcome bad things, and it'll help you enjoy the good things. So yeah, that's like really what I wanted to tell you guys, and the reason for me making this video and the last one is just because I thought it was time. I think it was time for me to share some shit about myself and to share things that are real. And yeah, it's just, this video has been fun to film, and the one before, it's been really fun to film. And so I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope it wasn't like too rambly. Hopefully when I'm like editing this, I don't look at it and be like, what the hell? You know, because I'm sure I said the same things a couple times, but it's important, okay? It's important. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and like I said in my last video, if you have any questions or comments, like leave them down below, or if you want to like privately talk, you can DM me on Instagram. My Instagram will be below in the description box. But yeah, you can DM me and we can talk. Like if you don't feel comfortable talking to anybody else, you could like talk to me like a stranger, you know? So yeah, I don't mind. But thank you so much for watching, and if you reached the end of the video, then thank you, and I hope it was a good one. I hope you liked this. I hope you liked the story time, and if you did, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you want more stuff like this. And yeah, just thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.